The wiring loom is out, so let's take a look at what it looks like. So I've fed the wiring loom from that side through to here, so let's see, all of this here is from the driver's side, it's come through. And I'm just taking out the bits on this side. This was earthed under here, and that earth cable, you can see, I mean, we've got some additional wiring here. That earth cable was connected to something, but I actually don't know what. I don't believe I've disconnected that, so it's come off at some point. I can't see that it was connected on the headlights and I took it off there, because all of that wiring went back in through here. So I've got that, and then I know some additional wiring has gone on here because of we've got a couple of these clip-in bits which are a sheer indication that something's been added. We've got 3 of them in here, so there's been something done, but I don't know what. This though here went into the bumper side lights, so I'm guessing maybe something was added on that front bumper. So maybe it was clipped in there somewhere. I'll need to have a look at those. Anyway, so we're going to continue taking this out now. Most of the front has been taken out, but I've got these 2 connections here which I really don't know what they're for, so I've just labelled them PF1 and PF2, PF2, so I can disconnect them. They go in here, so they're going in, and then they come to this, they come into this, some sort of relay or fuse or whatever, and these wires, well, the yellow one went to the battery, positive I'm pretty certain. The 2 black ones I think go to, they went to the bumper, to some lights on the bumper, and they had then this type of connection at the front. I need to dig out my bumper lights and see if I can work out how they went in, but it just seems strange that that's there with the way everything's connected, so I think this is possibly an aftermarket type affair. I just got to work out what to do with it. But for now I'm going to disconnect them. Got them marked up so I'll know how they go back together. In here, this is the wiper motor. This is the cable, wire, cord, whatever that goes across to run it. And the electrics come in just here in this plastic bit, and I cannot get this disconnected. I don't know why not. I can't believe it's too complicated. I would have thought it just unplugs, but doesn't seem to want to. I've got the main wiring loom out, and just here where the connectors had come off, I mean this is loose still, but I think I've got those in the right place, the right order now. Cleaned them off with a bit of white spirit so I could see the colours. So I'm just going to tape that together for now, and then I'm going to stick this away, but before I put it away properly I really need to go through the wiring loom front and back and just try to clean this up and go through and test everything. The back of it's just sat there on the windscreen for the moment, but I've got it all off. I don't feel like doing that today, so I'm not going to, but I do need to do it in the next sort of couple of days, I think. I've been trying to work out how to fix these connections, but this at the moment just slides on and off, and so I've got, and well, that's just not a good enough connection. You know, I can't use crimps on it or anything like that. I've tried getting soldering wire on there and sticking it in and hoping it dries inside, but that's not worked. So there must be a way of fixing them. I mean, for something like this one, I could almost replace both sides with a more modern one and wouldn't be an issue. But for something like this, where I've got 3 wires going in and the 3 on the other side are good still, there must be a way of, you know, fixing the wire in there properly, and I don't know what it is. So if anyone could give me some advice, I would appreciate that, please. Thank you very much. Before I put these away for 5 years whilst I do the rest of the car, I want to see if it's basically working. So what I've got here is the old battery hooked up to a charger, and then from that I've got positive and negative coming out, and we can see by connecting up to the wires if we've got something here. So let's just try to... Okay, so we've cleaned it off a little bit, and we've got 2 sets of wires in effect. We've got this one, which runs down here, comes through here, goes straight to the light. Okay, so we've got a black, a blue and red, and a blue and white. So black must be earth. So we'll connect that up to ground it, and then hopefully these are beam and dip, I'm guessing, so we'll just try it on one. Okay, we've got light coming on there. It's not great, but it yeah, we've got light there and we've got light there, so the light works, which is good. Now with these, I've been looking at my wiring diagrams. My car's an X-Reg, which is 1981. But when I look at these wires here, I can't match them up with an X-Reg wiring diagram from Haynes. I don't think, because I have here a black and green, or black and light green wire. It doesn't show in the Haynes 1981 manual, but it does show in the Haynes 1980 wiring diagram. So I've used that as my basis. If I can just find it again. Okay. And so according to that, my earth is the red and light green, which I find a bit strange because that's the middle pin on here. But we'll connect that up there. Okay, and then I'm struggling to understand this because there's lots of switches, but I think in order to power that and make it open, because that must be in the shop position right now, in order to open it, I think I need to connect it to the black and light green. So the black and light green is the top one here. Oh. So if we touch, right. So it will open. keeps going a bit, doesn't close all the way. Okay, so that's good. Now I'm going to have to study this a little bit more, because presumably we need to flip the polarity, or we need to throw a switch at some point within here so that it does it in the other direction, and that must be by putting power through somewhere else as well. So I'm going to have a look at that and see if I can work it out. I've been playing around with this for a little bit and I cannot work out how to make it then close up again. I've been looking at the wiring diagrams and I just completely stumped. I probably need to sit down and draw it out in a bit more detail or something to simplify it. But I also think I've actually, when I look at this, I think I might have a mixture of 1980 and 1981, simply because my wiring colours don't. In fact, I've got one. I'm meant to have a blue and purple, which I in both of them, and I can't find that at all. So unless that black is actually purple, in which case that's what I was using to actuate it. And that one to earth it. Anyway, I've tried various combinations, and what I don't want to do is I don't want to blow the motor on this in any way. I know it works one way, so I'm going to assume on that basis that it would work the other way if I had the wires all connected correctly. So I'm going to test the other one now as well. So here we have the other headlight. As we said, black to black. Let's clean that off a bit. So, glad I cleaned that because I was going to connect it up wrong. So we've got black to black. Okay, so our headlights work, that's good. Now, earth was in the middle. Okay, so we know that one works as well. So at least we know that. Oh God! At least we know both of those work. So I'm going to put those lights away now for a little while, whilst we work on other stuff, just to clear them out of the way. So we've put that back together. That will look okay, tidied up a bit. With the wiring, what I've decided to do, I'm going to remove the radio for now. And the other thing I'm going to do is, I can't find it right in there now, but for this connector, I understand how it works now in terms of the pins going in for the one that's broken. What I've done is I've gone and ordered some modern ones, so it won't be in the style of the car, but the modern ones are, you know, to get a 3-pin one is about 14 quid. To get that's in this style, to get 6 3-pin ones that are modern, along with a whole bunch of other stuff, so 6 1-pin, 6 2-pin, 6 3-pin, 6 4-pin, is £8.50. So sorry, but I'm going to pay the £8.50 and get a load of them and not have it quite right, but it should work okay. So that's what is going on with the electrics. It's not my intention to replace all of the connections, but we've got a couple where the wires had come out, so we're going to try replacing them with more modern ones, because I can't get, well, I found that, or at least the white version of that, online for £13. I bought this kit here, which has 6 singles, 6 doubles, 6 triples, 6 fours, and all of the bits that go in them for £8.50. So, you know, I'm not a concours man, so we're going to try installing these. So what we have is a female and male connector, and those click together like that, so that's nice and easy. We have the crimps, or the contacts that go in there. Okay, so we have one for that side, and we have a different kind for the other side. So this would come over the wire, then get pushed in here. Before we do that, we also have these seals, and so these help to keep it watertight. So this will go on here first, then this will go on, then it goes into here. So that's the idea. Now we've got a connector on the end there already, so we've got to get that off. And I need my glasses. Okay, well that's pretty easy. So let's see if it's as easy on the other side, and take a look at it. Okay, I have here the light that goes with it. don't know if you heard that, but there was just a tiny little click, which I think is it going into place. Right, good. Well, that is one of my cleaner pieces of work. So we'll do this one. We'll then make sure we got the wires in the right order here. We'll do that one. And those are the bits of the harness that I wanted to deal with now, so I've cleaned it up. This is going slowly as I try to work out which order these three wires need to go in. Okay, so I'm trying to get the colours from the wiring diagram, but I have a black, a blue and white, and a blue and, well, I would say pink. Okay, and this is going to the right hand headlamp motor. Okay, so the right hand headlamp motor, according to this, should have a blue and black and a blue and orange. Now, on my, and I've checked 1981, I've checked 1980, I've checked some of the Americans, same on the 1970. Okay, 70, 78, 79. So it seems to be pretty consistent. On the other side, over here, hopefully that's in. Okay, I've got a black, a blue, and I would say that's blue and orange. I don't know if that's come out in the screen. Okay, and a blue and slate. So going in there, I should have a blue and pink and a blue and slate. So if we call that orange pink, and we call that slate, that blue, and then that would make sense for the left hand, which is good. Okay, so it also tells me that I know where the black wires go in. Alright, but I've got a blue and white and a blue and pink. And UB and UO is blue and black and blue and orange. And so I'm really stuck there, because I can't tie those back at all. And I'm not sure how to test it. I need to have a think. Okay, so what I've done, and I've already sorted this, but just to go through it with you, I've traced it back. This and this are the two relays. So if I know which wire from which relay comes to the passenger side, then I know which wire goes to the driver's side. Okay, and so I can put them in order. So when I look at this side, I can identify that this one here goes to there. I've got connectivity, and this wire here goes to there. Okay, so if I then compare those colours and I come over here, I can apply the same principle, and that means that this wire down here should go to yeah, okay. So that wire goes there, which means that this one goes to the middle. Okay, so I know I've got them in the right order, so I can put the plug on now. And then there we have the connectors installed on it. So I'm sure there are other places where I'm going to need to fit new connectors, but for now those were the only bits which I really noticed as I was taking it apart, so that's what I'm going to leave it with for now. I've cleaned this off a bit. I now need to put it away, knowing that I know now where everything joins back up, or I mean there are places where I don't know, because for example like here the wires are just cut, but I'll no, you couldn't see that, never mind. But there are some places where the wires are just cut, and so we're going to have to work through that at some point. But you know, where I was taking it apart and I could see where they came off, I know that that's now fixed. And so I can then work out the rest at a later date. So we're going to stop this episode here, and we're going to have the joy of going back to welding.